Hello everyone, welcome to another short video on solving a LeetCode problem with APL. Today we'll be tackling problem 1880, check if word equals summation of two words. And the statement of this problem is as follows. We are going to be given three different words as input, and by words they mean sequences of characters up to J. And then what we need to do is we need to find the numerical value of each word, and what that is take each letter and replace it with its index on the alphabet, and then convert that to an integer. So notice here that A transformed itself into a 0 and then the leading 0 disappeared. And then we need to check if the addition of the first two numerical values matches the third one. And in this case we can see that 21 plus 210 is equal to 231, so we need to return true in this case. So how can we solve this in APL? Well, the first thing we can do is define the words. So was it ACB, I think, and then the second one was CBA, and then the target was CDB. And now how do we compute the target value or the numerical value of the first word? Well, there's a neat thing about APL, which is there's this constant built in, which is quad A with the uppercase letters. And so what we can do first is we can convert our word to uppercase, and then we can use the index of primitive to figure out what are the indices of each of the letters of the word on the right. And this gives me the integers that correspond to the indices in this vector. And please notice that I'm using quad IO set to 0, otherwise this would return the numbers 1, 3, 2. I'll just show you that. So if we change the index origin, then this gives the wrong answer, so I would need to subtract 1 from that, but by default I use quad IO set to 0. So this is going to work just fine. And then what we can do is convert this to an integer. If we interpret each of these numbers as a base 10 digits, then we can use the decode function to convert this to an integer, and that's just 10 decode. And this works with all the other words as well, of course. It's not third, it's target. Yeah, so the target word. So what we can do is we can assign this function here to use it later. So it's the 10 decode of the index of each of the letters, of the uppercase letters, and so the numerical value of the first. And notice that because this is always an array and a function, and an array and a function, and an array and a function, this was really easy to write as a tacit function. And so what we can do now is to figure out if we should return a 1 or a 0. What we can do is we can check if the numerical value of the target word is the same as the numerical values of the other two words. And so if we have the two words like this in an array, we can just find the numerical value of each, and then we can sum that. And I wrote it in this way because now we can write this as a diff with is, and that's just replacing the target with alpha and checking if that matches the summation of the numerical value of each of the words in omega. And now we can check that the solution at least appears to be working. And we can try one of the other examples, for example AA. That one is too easy. Okay, we return false. Let's try this one. So the first word is AAA. So the first word is AAA. The second word is just A, and the target word is AAB. And this gives 0, like it says in here. We return false. So that's it. If you have any other suggestions on how to write this, remember that in APL there's always more than one way to do it. So this was just the first idea that came to my mind. So if you have any other suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. And otherwise I'll see you in the next video. Bye.